the Senate after an unusual speed at passing the national anthem bill has equally moved to strip the CBN of the final decision in setting interest rates, proposing a new team to be headed by the Minister of Finance. Yeah. NOP recalls that in the ninth assembly, serious efforts were made to naked the Apex Bank, but it made a brick wall at the end of its tenure. Here is all you need to know on the new CBN Amendment Bill being sponsored by Senator Tokunbo Abiru, which says an act to amend the Central Bank of Nigeria Act number 7 of 2007 to further empower the bank to carry out its principal objectives in line with Section 2 of the Act, make the bank more effective and bring it in line with current realities, best practices and other related matters. Key elements of the bill: recapitalization. The bill seeks to amend the CBN capital from 100 billion naira to 1 trillion naira. Interim board. The president can constitute an interim board of the existing directors of the bank to carry out the functions of the board for not more than 60 days. NAS approval. The CBN budget is to be considered and approved by the National Assembly in line with the provision of the Fiscal Responsibility Act 2007. Introduces Chief Compliance Officer. The COO shall, at intervals of 3 months, prepare a report on compliance by the bank with the provisions of the Act covering the 3 months preceding the preparation of the reports and submit the report to the board, the president and the relevant committees of the National Assembly. The tenure will the governor, deputy governors, and chief compliance officer shall be appointed for a single term of 6 years and no more. Committee for Monetary and Fiscal Policies. The bill seeks to the establishment of a coordinating committee for monetary and fiscal policies, which is different from the existing monetary policy committee. The committee shall consist of the Minister of Finance, who shall be the chairman, the Minister of Industry, Trade and Investment, the Minister of Budget and Economic Planning, the Governor of the bank, 2 external members of the board of the bank, the Chief Economic Advisor of the President, the Director General Securities Exchange and Exchange Commission, the Director General Debt Management Office. The objectives of the committee shall be to set internally consistent targets of monetary and fiscal policies that are conducive to controlling inflation and financial conditions of sustainable economic growth. Experience and pedigree. The governor and deputy governor shall be persons of recognized financial experience with at least a recognized and verifiable economic and financial background of not less than 15 years. The chief compliance officer shall be a person of recognized and verifiable legal and or auditing experience of not less than 15 years experience in audit and or legal practice in Nigeria. Elected office. The CBN governor must resign or be removed if proven to hold an elective or elected office or is officially running for an election, state or national. Gender balance. The bill seeks gender balance in the constitution of the CBN board. Change of Naira notes. The CBN must give 1 year's notice before the implementation of a change of Naira notes. Recommendation for removal for the National Assembly. If at any time the National Assembly thinks that the bank has failed to comply with the provisions of the Act, it may by notice require the board to make good or remedy the default within a special or specified time. Failure to ensure compliance with the National Assembly leads to a sanction by a warning letter to the governor, and if the failure persists for up to 21 days after such warning, a recommendation for suspension or removal from office will be written to the president. Refusal of Naira. The person who refuses to accept Naira as a means of payment or prices or denominates the cost of any product or service or consummates any non-export business in Nigeria other than in Naira is guilty of an offense and liable to a fine of 500,000 Naira or 10% of the value of the transaction or 6 months imprisonment. Okay. Buying and selling of Naira. A person who buys or sells naira notes at a makeup or markup is guilty of an offence and shall on conviction be liable to imprisonment for a term not less than 6 months or a fine not less than 500,000 naira or 10% of the transaction value which is higher. Faces behind the bill. The bill is sponsored by Senator Mika Adetokunbo Abiru. This one a Lagos person. They don't finish work. AP's Lagos East and 31 others, including 2 of other papers senators to watch out for. Senator Asukwo Ekpenyong, APC Cross River South, and Senator Okoyemi Bamidele, APC Ekiti Central. So this one, Tinubu just want to do this one to favor himself within this thing, because I don't just understand with all the policies, from top to bottom, it has never yielded anything. They want to take us to another route of nonsense and rubbish. Oh, the Wale Edun, I think Wale Edun, they say is the worst minister under this Tinubu's government. The other one they call this I think you usually call him Cardi B. I don't even know why he calls him Cardi B. He calls him Cardi B. He was describing him as a mechanic. They didn't do anything. They didn't do nada. They are just doing tom 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 tom. It's just unfortunate. I said it from the beginning. Having Tinubu as a president in this country, forget it. Forget it. And we can see it. He's displaying it every day. You can't have such a person as a president and you go and sleep. We are jokers. We are what? We are jokers. They will soon make Nigeria dry and their future generations will pay for this. They won't finish this government already. Of what difference will the autonomy make? Because after the autonomy, what next? And are they going to produce robots to manage the CBN, or let us say NNPC and INEC? Is it not the same old corrupt politicians and other friends that will still dictate the rules? New wine in an old bottle. They are just deceiving themselves. They don't even know what to do, or they know what to do. They just don't want to do it because doing it will make it will put them, their for them to run bankrupt their personal space. Because I don't just understand the same way. National anthem. I listened to one of the APC chieftain who was saying that it appears that when they change the national anthem, it will make things to be better. I don't understand. And somebody was saying, even if you sing the national anthem from now to eternity, it will not change anything if the people who are the aim of affairs do not change their ways. They are just deceiving themselves. They want to start with another round of nonsense policy that will take nobody anywhere. Just like somebody said, is it not the same set of people that will still man the position? Wow. They would hastily in passing nonsense law, but if it is something that will benefit Nigerians, it may never see the daylight. BSc HND dichotomy law has been passed since April 2023. Up to today, it has never gotten president's assent. Wicked government. Well, I blame the masses for being docile. Everybody just keeping quiet. Wait till they happen. The only person who is talking in this Nigeria, who is talking with that zeal, is Aisha Yusufu. Aisha Yusufu was saying, some men will not be saying, I'm a man. Say, which man you be? You be boy. I'm a strong woman. You can be a general, be what the other they call it, Mama G. Or say you be nothing. Everybody is keeping quiet. She is using her own platform to do what she can do, but everybody just watching. Some people are doing their mouth. Why is she doing? Why is she talking the way she's talking? And people are hungry. You have not even come out to defend the people, and you are saying she does not have respect. The people who have put Nigerians the way it is, or the country the way it is, have they been arrested? You give them power to do nonsense. Oh, it is unfortunate. So guys, let's know what you think and have your take on this. Thank you.